What if I told you the right arm might be the missing link to a powerful, consistent golf swing? Today, I'm going to share with you how this right arm works in your through swing, how it's going to unlock some hip rotation, some chest rotation, and ultimately some club head speed. Let's get into it. As you'll know, I spend a lot of time on the lesson tee, helping golfers improve their golf and give themselves what they will feel some coordination through strike. So often I go straight to the through swing. It's a strange one. People think, well, surely backswing is the way to go, downswing is the way to go. Why would you consider working on through swing? Well, so often golfers have done a couple of things. They've got rid of forearm rotation on the through swing. They don't use their legs and they have a misaligned club face. Well, if you've spent enough time perving over the content on my channel, the grip is a video that you'll know I am so adamant about, so keen to share with you. I'm going to think that you've got the grip right. The face is in a good orientation. Now we need to unlock the through swing. That moment where you hit a golf shot and you really feel like your body is unraveled. And ask yourself this: how often have you stood there, hit a golf shot, and you've truly stood square on looking at the target? Looking at the target with your right arm across your chest, seeing a ball bending right to left in the air. So often I'm seeing golfers with their right arm elevated, finishing higher than their body, higher than their head, in an effort to try and push that path out to the right to hit a draw. This right arm really will unlock so much that goes on below the belt. As usual, I've got my trusty TheraBand out, and it is such a key component of all of my coaching because the TheraBand really puts pressure back into the grip. This TheraBand is trying to push force back into my body. Much in the same way that when this golf club swings through strike, this handle is trying to lift up as this club head is trying to pull itself to the earth's core. That being said then, let's get the TheraBand around our neck. Take your right hand and pop it in between the thumb and forefinger. I'm now going to stretch that TheraBand out. Now, if you've been part of the clan that have tucked the elbow and swung it out to the right, good luck with that. Hope that's working for you. No, it's not. Make this TheraBand now stretch away from your chest. So you're in posture, and as you're stretching this TheraBand away, you're feeling it push off of your posture. You're not allowing the TheraBand to suck you over the ball. Now what I want you to do is push the band away, so you've got your right arm straight. And then what I want you to do as you do that, I want you to lock your left leg out. And as you lock your left leg out, what you'll start to feel is your hip open up. And if you don't feel it open up, just encourage it to open up. Because ultimately, if that left leg is long and you keep the right leg flexed, you're creating a longer lever between the hip and the foot. So it will push the hip open. Now if it starts to push the hip open, now all of a sudden you'll feel your chest wanting to go with it. At that point, you're now looking a lot more like an impact condition I would like to see. Now, keeping the pressure down on the TheraBand, I want you to unravel your pelvis and turn your chest to the target. Now, the right arm is long. Now the right arm starts to stay across the chest, which then starts to unravel the pelvis and keeps a lovely contact point with the right tricep and the chest. Now, I never try to get people to pin anything in, down, fix it, lock it, any of that garbage. All I'm trying to do is push that arm down and away from the chest, which will make you feel like that tricep is fired up. Now I want you to start to add some motion to this. And as you now start to add some motion, as the hand is further down, the hip is opening up, the chest is opening up. What you then start to do is reach your end of range with your neck. So what I'm going to do is, without looking like a complete lunatic, I'm going to keep my head in the same spot as it was just there. Can you see that? So therefore, this is impact. Now, for you that have not got much more range of motion with your neck, me too, keeping your head down will really hurt you and it will slow your body down. Therefore, when you're doing this drill and you start to move through and you start to feel this shoulder coming more underneath your chest, which you will do if your arm no longer swings out to the right like a lunatic, you'll now need to start to free your head up and allow your head to turn through. I don't need to look at the golf ball. When I pose you this question, my friends, comment in the box below. Have you ever seen a club head and a golf ball strike? Even if you kept your head down looking at the ball, have you seen the two come together, the club head and the ball? I haven't. My eyes can't see fast enough. So what's the point of keeping your head down? It's absolute nonsense, absolute garbage keeping your head down. So free the head up as you keep the pressure down in the TheraBand. And now we start to really feel like the leg, the band, trade off each other. That will pull you into more side bend. And you never know, it might even cure your early extension. Pick yourself up off the floor, get your cup of tea, all off of your clothing that you've just spilt. Yes, this will fix your early extension, people. So now I've got the feeling of this pushing down of the TheraBand. Look what it's doing to the club head. It's lifting the head up. I'm now lengthening my left leg. And now as I move through, look at how this right arm now starts to create some angle of attack that I always talk about. And it's going to create some real pressure on the golf ball. So this right arm in the through swing really starts to feel like it finds the bottom of the arc again. And now we keep it on the bottom of the arc because there's our setup arc, pitch of circle. There is our secondary pitch of circle. Then we get the arm to come back down onto the lower pitch. The club swings around onto the lower pitch. So there's the pressure. Now at this point, we can get rid of the pressure and the club can swing through. But we'll come on to that in a latter video. I just want to talk about this right arm post strike. What it's going to do for your left hip. What it's going to do for your chest rotation. What it's going to do for your neck. So that sensation of that right arm now, really, there's the pressure on the TheraBand. I'm not worried about the Tommy Fleetwood follow through, which I have a bit of a problem with. Great for Tommy, although he didn't get it done again last night, did he? Poor fella. I'm just thinking about getting that pressure on the grip. And at that point, that's where my club would then soften off and start to work up. So TheraBand, press, lengthen the leg. Press, lengthen the leg. There's the sensation. Press, lengthen the leg. Just going to move around. Press, lengthen the leg. Just look at the angle of attack I'm creating. 7.6 down. You'd be dreaming of those angle of attacks. Press, lengthen the leg. So that lengthening of the arm, that force on the grip that moves me around, really starts to open up my lower half of my chest. Free your head up. It's really, really important because that's going to give you more body speed. But the length of the right arm post-strike is a key component in giving you the club speed, the angle of attack. And if you're tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves, head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves trusted by tour players and elite amateurs alike. Use my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out. You won't be disappointed. Ultimately, that ball compression. Hopefully that's been of some use. If it has, do consider subscribing while you're here. And that, my friends, as usual, is good coaching.